What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another review. Today we're taking a look at the upcoming May 1st Executor Super Starter Story. This is set number 75356, has 630 pieces, retails for $70 here in the US and releases on May 1st. I do want to give a huge thanks to LEGO for sending an early review copy ahead of its release, but here it is. Now, quick disclaimer, I'm a huge fan of Starter Destroyers. It's my favorite capital ship in all of Star Wars, so might be a little biased here. This is the Super Starter Destroyer. I remember first seeing this in episode 6, or at least that's where I remember it most from, and here it is. It's sort of like a midi-scale set. Of course, it's 18 plus. It's a display set, so there's not going to be any play features. So with these sets, it's sort of along the lines of what you see is what you get, but we'll take a quick look at the box here. On the front, of course, you have the graphics of the Super Starter Destroyer with like a red illuminated background in the middle here. We'll also get into this in just a second, but there's obviously some smaller scaled Starter Destroyers just to give you a better sense of how big this thing is in universe. There's also 2 printed plaques that come in the set. Of course, we'll get to that in a little bit here. And then on the back here, you can see some more images about the Super Starter Destroyer, both from the movies and the actual build itself, including the dimensions and some other graphics and everything like that. Now with 18 plus sets in my reviews here on the channel, these tend to be pretty quick because I feel like what you see is what you get with most of the 18 plus display sets. Now, there are no minifigures, which is definitely a little disappointing. I think it would have been cool to get a minifigure, even though it's a sort of a midi-scale set, but we'll jump into it here. Now, obviously, almost every single piece here is going to be a variant of gray, dark gray, or light gray. My favorite part of this set by far is the inclusion of the smaller scaled Star Destroyers. This really gives you a sense of how massive this thing is. This is Darth Vader's flagship, I believe. Obviously, he had a Star Destroyer in the first couple of movies, but he moved on to the bigger flagship, which is just super cool. So each of the sides is basically comprised of panels both on the top and the bottom. It's using mostly tiles, plates, and some modified plates as well. There are some ingot pieces, there are some grill pieces, and obviously the use of wedges to kind of capture the angle of the Star Destroyer. And then along the middle here is mostly greebling, so it's basically adding smaller pieces and details on top of something, and there's a lot of that going on. Just working from the front to the back here, you can see there's different hinge plates. There's also a whole bunch of modified pieces, sheath slopes, and then as you work your way towards the bridge here, you can see some of the regular plates sort of stacked on top to make like the main bridge command center area. And then also on the back here, pretty cool, you do have all the engines. They're super small, obviously, given the scale of the set, but they're all there. You got the transparent orange pieces representing the illuminated afterburners of the engines. But I think what a lot of people are going to be super interested in about the set are 2 things. Both of them are printed. The first one, of course, is the plaque that goes right underneath the set here. It says the Executor. That's pretty much just what the name of the set is. But then more importantly, there is a brand new printed 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi brick. This thing is sweet. I'm very happy it's not stickered. It looks super nice. I'm hoping that obviously we're getting more sets later. I think some of the upcoming dioramas will also have this, so I don't think this piece is going to be exclusive to the Executor, but it's just an added bonus, I guess, or something like that. That's pretty much it, though. And then obviously the bottom here is the stand. It's just a bunch of black brick and black pieces that are connected to the middle of the Executor. But again, with these sets, it's kind of what you see is what you get. I will also mention the build process was really fun. It's a smaller set. Obviously, this only probably took me about an hour, maybe 50 minutes or so, but the build process was fun, even though there's only like 2 or 3 different colors in the whole thing. It was still a really fun and enjoyable build process, so I wouldn't let that deter you if the whole thing being gray is something you're concerned about. But for $70, I feel like this is a pretty fair price. I can't really complain much. I think my only gripe would have been if it came with a cool minifigure. I think adding an exclusive minifigure to this lineup of anniversary sets would have been really cool. So if you guys have in mind, actually, if you wanted to let me know down in the comments, who would you have included as a minifigure in this set? I know there's a bunch of iconic scenes from the Executor from Star Wars, but if you had to choose one minifigure to include in the set, I'm interested to know who that would be, and I could also forward that feedback to LEGO as well, so win-win. But yeah, guys, that pretty much wraps up my review of the Super Star Destroyer. If you guys are interested, once again, comes out on May 1st for $70 here in the US. Huge thanks to LEGO for sending us an early review copy ahead of time. This is definitely a nice display piece. Gonna manage to put it somewhere here in my shelf space as soon as I clear the room. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. Take it easy. Peace.